Hey everyone, welcome to Otaku Talk. It's me, your boy, your host, OD, and today we'll be reviewing and analyzing Surprise episode 1028 of One Piece. Yes, this is an impromptu surprise airing of Otaku Talk. I really don't review the One Piece anime like ever. This is going to be the first time I've ever done it. Honestly, I kind of didn't even want to do it because I was planning on, binging Wano as a whole, but a friend of mine hit me up, not only told me that this episode featured, Luffy doing, Conqueror's Haki for the first time. Well, not Conqueror's Haki, but, fighting with Conqueror's Haki for the first time, as well as it would be just a great opportunity for my channel because everyone's going to be talking about it. I said, you know what, let's hop aboard that algorithm train and, try to see what we can do. Before we start, I just want to give a big shout out to Victory Martial Arts and all my students today not today, the tournament was Friday and Saturday. They competed in the U.S. Capital Classics and a majority of them placed. We had a bunch of first place, second place, handful of third, so that was great. Shout out to my co-instructor, Sabanin KK. She was able to get 2 first, a second, and was so close to getting grand champ. Feel like she was robbed, but I digress. But yeah, shout out to my students. You guys made me really proud. Sorry I couldn't be there with you. Anyway, without much further ado, let's get into the review. So episode, not used to it yet, episode 1028 of One Piece. Alright, so going into this, I got to listen to the new opening sequence for the first time. It was pretty cool. Not my type of sequence. I don't really like slow stuff unless it I have certain niches when it comes to my opening tracks. This one was okay for me. Hadn't seen it yet. Do love the the hidden gems inside from the manga. You got to see a lot of people's awakenings and surprise features that are going to come through later. So we start off the episode with Kaido standing victorious. He's pretty much washed Zoro, right? And pretty much declares his victory almost, and then tells Luffy, yo, you should join me and whatnot. We all know Luffy was like, hell no, nothing too different from the manga. Excellently done. Gonna say I'm enjoying the saturated colors in this up until a point, and we'll get to that later. But that was a really cool scene, right? So then after that we have Big Mom versus Kid and Killer, and so Big Mom was thrown into the sea, and she is absolutely raging. She is malding. She's straight up not having a good time, and that's when she pulls out one of the most iconic things that happened for her in this arc, and that's the creation of Hera. She takes out a portion of her soul, throws it up into the sky towards a lightning cloud, and Hera comes up, and that's when we see the new birth of a homie, Hera, right? By the way, I was losing my mind when Prometheus was simping for Hera. Like, in the manga, we didn't quite get the intensity of this, but it was just so cringy and simpy, just like, oh my god, my girlfriend's here, oh my god, my girlfriend's here. I was like, yo, this man has been thirsty for a minute. It has been a sausage club, and he has been desperately waiting for Big Mom to add a chick to the roster, because this man was way too excited for there to be a female homie amongst the elite. Also, I'm very curious as to why this is the first moment that has happened. I'm wondering if there's any significance to that at all. But I just realized, yeah, she's going to be the first female Big Mom super homie, right? And when I say super homie, I'm talking about the ones that are made by Big Mom's own soul and that often participate in combat with her. So I found that to be interesting. So the first move we get is Fulgura, and I don't believe this happened inside the in the manga, but I do really like the part where when the lightning strikes, you see this Big Mom kind of vestige, if you will, image, if you will, straight up go and attack Kid and Killer. So that was a really cool inclusion. So yeah, that fight's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for that. So after that, we go on to Usopp and Nami, and they're running away from page 1. I'm trying to remember what happened because like this is quite some time ago for me. I think somehow, some way, what's her name? Somehow, some way, Ulti was taken care of. I forget if this is before or after she got lightning blasted. I believe this is after because I feel like Zeus did that. I feel like it was Zeus. So yeah, this is after she's ditched Zeus, after they've taken care of Zeus. So page one is understandably and reasonably angry. And so they're chasing Nami, Usopp, and Otama on Komachio. Their whole mission, by the way, is they're trying to get to the I believe it's the center stage, the main stage, because from there she can give out the order to all the smile fruit users that have been transformed to joining their crew. So that's important right now. And so there's a moment where Komachio just like barges through the wall, and like page one is like, oh my god. And I'm just like, bro, if Komachio, this dog with like no hockey, no like real powers or anything, is like not concerned running through this wall, I don't understand why you would be freaking out. One, you can like you're definitely stronger than this dog. You could definitely like harden yourself, use armament hockey. So I don't get why you're freaking out. Also, two, Komachio's the one who's going to take the brunt of the damage, not you. So I just thought that was kind of hilarious to me. But anyway, I digress. We're going to move on. Like I said, well, I did say this already, but I'm going to keep this review short. I've already seen the manga. I kind of already know all of what will happen. So like the plot points I don't really care about. I'm just going to kind of focus on the storytelling aspect of this episode. And it was pretty good. The music was okay. I don't know why. I was just interested in something slightly hyper. Like just slightly hyper. But like doesn't mean it was bad. I was just like, this is a really big moment, a really big turning point in the series. So I kind of wanted certain aspects. Anyway, Kid and Killer, after getting blown inside by Big Mom's new attack and new homie, are promptly attacked by Basil Hawkins. Basil Hawkins basically says, hey, I was betrayed by Apu too. I just decided to go a different route than you guys did, and I decided, not to fight a losing battle. It was inevitable. How can we stand to Kaido? So I decided to do the smart thing and join up with him, which, I understand the logic behind that. I understand where he's coming from, but he's still a bitch ass mother trucker. And that was a simp move. Well, not simp move. I just feel like saying simp because of Prometheus all of a sudden. But I have said this in my other reviews. For those of you checking this out for the first time, you're not going to be familiar with this. I hate Basil Hawkins. I think he is probably one of the worst, if not the worst, Supernova. I've always thought he was whack. His Delph Fruit is kind of cool, but I just thought it was whack how far he's gotten and how it's kind of almost been on the backs of like other people because, he shouldn't have made it this far. Literally, this man always gets one shot. Every single appearance we see him, it's one shot, and the only reason he survives is because of his Delph Fruit ability. Now, I know that's stupid to complain about because it's like, that's his Delph Fruit ability. Like, what do you want from him? But like, this man hasn't like shown us anything really outside of that. Yeah, his attacks hurt occasionally, but like they're not all that. He has this fortune-telling shtick, which I'm not a big fan of, especially like just when it be kind of plot convenient at times. So I don't know. I look forward to them handing this dude his ass because screw Basil Hawkins. All my homies hate Basil Hawkins. So finally, the best for last. We have the moment we've all been waiting for. Luffy unlocking Conqueror's Haki attacks. And can I just say, this moment was tremendous. It was super hype. So we get a bunch of flashbacks from Luffy about everything leading up to this point. His defeats to Kaido. Every time he's got knocked out by Kaido, he's remembering, Kaido's Conqueror-infused attacks. He's remembering things like Three Worlds Ragnarok. And like he's starting to like get the picture of like how this all works. We see him training with Hyoguro and all the the work and training he put into Ryu Haki. And so it's at this moment where we get the build up, the soundtrack really starts coming to effect. And then Kaido uses Hasaikai, comes in, swings hard at Luffy, and then there is this tremendous block. this blinding light, the change in music. We hear some drums, which I'm hoping is some allusion towards the, drums of liberation that we'll find out about much later. But it is just a spectacle to behold. Now, actually, no, hold on. Let me get through this. So he blocks Kaido's counterbow. Law looks up. Law's like, yo, what the heck is going on right now? We have Zoro down and out, who, he put all his life on the line because he trusted that Luffy would get to this moment, and his trust was well placed indefinitely. And then after that moment, we have the comeback, we have the counterattack, right? This is the part that in my manga review for this, I started playing On a New Level by ASAP Ferg, because that's how hype it was. You could feel the hype through the manga panels, through the pages, right? And so after that, hits Kaido with the most clean of uppercuts and hits him again right in the stomach with the Conqueror's Haki. This was an amazing moment. It was great to see our boy Luffy, reach this pinnacle of power, reach this height. It was dope in every regard. As well as that, I just loved seeing the pure kind of shock and surprise on Kaido's face of yo, what's going on? How is he doing this? When did he find out how to do this? I was dogging this dude. Where did all this come from, right? So honestly, that was great. And if you're an anime only viewer, I really think that you just really enjoyed this part, both because of the visuals and just the music accompanying it. However, I'm probably gonna say something blasphemous right now. I didn't like the animation choices in this sequence. Not that they were bad, it's just as a manga reader, it was just a lot cleaner in the manga. Now, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Give me your opinion. Am I bugging? Did you feel the same way? Especially my manga readers, how did you feel? But in the manga, every part of this was super clean. I don't know why the hits felt sharper. When Luffy was cracking him with those Conqueror Haki infused attacks, I just kept hearing that that Super Smash Brothers sound every time. And this, it was more Dragon Ball Z, and I don't know if I really messed with that in my One Piece. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, yeah, I'm just gonna be real with you, and this is personally, this is a personal opinion. Don't get upset, don't bug out. This is just how I personally feel. I am not a big fan of these energy auras, I just don't like this Dragon Ball aesthetic, Dragon Ball Z aesthetic, if you will. And mostly all the Conqueror Haki infused attacks for me, I just didn't like as much as I did in the manga, because honestly, it was blinding. I felt like I needed sunglasses to watch this episode, to be honest with you. Every time Luffy did something, it was in silhouette, it was blinding, and that's not at all how it came across to me, at least in the manga, right? So all these hits, I personally felt like I didn't quite get to enjoy them as much. Whoops, there goes my backdrop. But yeah, I just felt like I didn't quite get to enjoy them as much. And so, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know how you feel. Still think this was a great episode. Still think this was a phenomenal lead up until, I don't want to give any spoiler for anyone that's checking this channel out and they haven't read the manga yet, but there's something coming after this that's going to blow you all away, and I do think this is a great lead up to that. However, I do hope that they tone back on some of the stuff. I'm still a big fan of the color saturation and the animation lines. Those are still pretty cool to me, but I want to be able to see the fight. I want to be able to feel the impacts. I don't want the only time I want Luffy yelling is when he's using his Gatling, when he's using his certain things, or when he's winding up for his last attack. When he delivers the hit, I want that John to, I want to feel that John. All right. So I'm gonna leave it here for now. I think this was a great episode. I think this is an episode that the community is going to be clamoring about for quite some time. Anyway, thank you. This has been Otaku Talk. I'm your host, OD. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday and a great rest of your week. Anyway, take care. Peace.